some of the back testing of the Ichimoku, starting with AAPL. So compare it to what it predicted. This is the Ichimoku from April 3rd, 2019, and it's showing a bullish span A, bullish tenkan, with the close price above the bullish tenkan. And again, this is Apple, and the date is April 3rd. Let's see how that panned out since April 3rd. Predicting bullish, and it had a close price of 194. So if we go to the actual trader, and we go to let's see what it did from April 3rd, looking at the charts. So April 3rd, it was at 194. That's right here. Just to make sure. 194. Well, that was during market hours, so it ended up closing at 195. And look at that. April 3rd to its close today. Yeah, that's up $11. So what is that, about 5%? All right. So that's yes on that Ichimoku. And that is just with the tenkan, and the Chemo cloud doesn't even incorporate the Chiku span, which is that we're just learning how to use. So next, ASND. All right, so ASND. Now that's not a reliable bullish tenkan. See how it's trading below the tenkan span? We don't like that. That's not enough of a strong enough indication. But that is April 3rd, and we have not necessarily a closing price because this is before market closed. But for ASND on April 3rd, we have a price of 115.76. So let's look at ASND from April 3rd and see if it is above 115.76. So April 3rd, Ichimoku prediction, and actually cross over. See how they see this. April 3rd, we had it starting to break below the tenkan, so that would be a bearish reversal, at least for short term. And what happened here today, it did close lower. So that is a good read of the Ichimoku today. I mean, back then I would have assumed, you know what, let me forget that before I confuse you. The takeaway is this is not a fully bullish Ichimoku because let me see if I can get my pointer out, because it was trading beneath con over here. You see that? So let's look at another one. LEGH. Let's not go with that. All right, RELL. So that looks pretty good, at least for a read. So bearish tenkan, and it's trading the bearish Kijun. So what that looks like is it's going to be continued bearish. The day of this is April 8th, and the approximate price back then 6.7 on April 8th for RELL. Let's see how that played out. RELL, has it gone down from 6.7 since April 8th? Alright, so April 8th, is right about here. And yes, it has gone down. Look at that. Oh, heck yeah, Ichimoku. Oh yeah, that is alright. Next. SLP. S was taken. We have band. There's 10. I would say bearish on this one, even though it's a P. April 8th. So let's see if it closed for SLP since April 8th, if it's gone down from 20.13. So SLP, April 8th, that was here. Oh, look at that. They had earnings and they did extremely well. So it was at 20, now it went up to 23. It's now down to slightly up, 21.73, but still, because that wasn't a reliable Ichimoku reading, it wasn't a consistent reading. Bullish span A with a semi-mixed tenkan with the candles trading below the tenkan. We don't like that. So WDFC, and that is from April 8th. April 8th. We have mixed, so it's not a consistent read. It's a bullish span, bearish tenkan trading below the bearish tenkan. We don't like to read those. Let's just look for a consistent read here. So, no, that's not consistent either. That is a, well, you know what, this is sort of, so this is a twist, and it does become bearish after about the 24th. It's a bearish tenkan. PSM taking a bearish reading. So did PSMT go below $60 since April 8th? All right, so on April 8th, there was close price of $60. It did go up to a high, and now it went down to a low 57. Right now it's right kind of backward, started slightly higher, but that was pretty rocky. It did shoot up. So if you did just that weekly earnings, yeah, you would have had those shares put on you, or you would have gone short the shares actually. But then look at this, it fell. So you would have done okay if you treated that bearish and you sold calls. You would have been short, but you would have done okay for the next week as the price fell from a high of 64.9 down to a low of 57.41. SJR, Shaw Communications, SJR, April 8th. And yeah, it's still slightly bullish. So let's see if SJR went above 20.85 since April 8th, because that looks pretty bullish to me. No, it didn't. So April 8th was around here. Ichimoku is trading below. They missed earnings, and it has continued to fall. So that was a bad read by the Ichimoku ahead of earnings. LNN. So LNN. Now that is not a true bullish sign. The tenkan is not closing above the candles, so it's kind of a mixed bullish. And April 8th, this is LNN. So let's see if it was bullish since April 8th at $94 for LNN. So LNN $94. Not a consistent bullish read on the Ichimoku. And yeah, they plummeted hard. Wow. Plummeted very hard. So you would have had those shares put on you. Would have gotten a slight bounce. And it is showing in the short term moderately, well, right now bullish or bearish. It's trading below the tenkan, and it is a bullish span A but a bearish tenkan. So again, we want clear, consistent Ichimoku readings. This would be a clear, consistent Ichimoku reading. Let's see what we got here. If this doesn't show positive, then this really casts Ichimoku into doubt. Not that it's going to work every time. We're hoping for at least, maybe a 60% success rate, but this looks like a very bullish setup. So we have a close price above the bullish tenkan, bullish span. Stochastic says oversold. Who cares? We're just going to focus on the Ichimoku. It would be nice to have the Chiku span as an additional confirmation line. But let's see if Best Buy traded above 74.76 since April 8th. So April 8th, 74. It's gone down a bit, crossed under the tenkan, but it did hit a 75. Look at that. It did hit 75. So April 8th, it was around, it closed 74.82. Today, close price 73.79. But it did hit a high of 75.91. So let's see what happens with that. Again, a consistent bullish Ichimoku reading on both fronts, span. All right, that's all for now.